So, when the opportunity to do this retrospective came up, I was faced with an interesting decision. Do a video on Empire Strikes Back, which I consider to be the best of the saga, or Revenge of the Sith, my ironic favorite. Well, we all know which one I chose. Yeah, I hate me too, Anakin. So why do I love Revenge of the Sith? Well, to be completely honest, it's fun. It's why there's a billion memes out there.
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
And it holds a special place in my heart. This was the first PG-13 Star Wars movie, and that's back when PG-13 still meant something. Kind of. I was 6 when this came out, so the rating along with some of the darker visuals made a lot of parents, including my own, debate if their kid should watch this one, which, to kids, made this so much cooler. So this movie is nothing by today's standards, really, aside from maybe the special effects, and honestly, it's tame compared to most movies peddling towards kids, but it's tons of fun. So let's go over some of the pros and cons of Revenge of the Sith, because that's really the only way I know how to structure this retrospective. Pro number 1, the special effects. Let's get this out of the way really quick. The prequel trilogy, for all its shortcomings, still is a masterpiece of visual effects work. They made so many advancements that are still being used today, but also just did a ton of tedious work. They had to hand paint the green screen out of C-3PO's gold surface in every frame he was on set.
We go for shiny and we do it. And we'll let John fix it.
That is nuts. Pro number 2, Obi-Wan.
Hello there.
General Kenobi!
Ewan McGregor is by far a standout star of the second and third prequel movies, and it really shines through here. The sass, sarcasm, and overall done-with-everyone-shit attitude that Obi-Wan has really makes him the most likable character in a sea of garbage characters too cheesy for a soap opera.
It's only because I'm so in love.
No. No, it's because I'm so in love with you.
So love has blinded you?
Oh wait, we're still talking about pros. Okay. Pro number 3, General Grievous. This character has made a fine addition to the collection of badass Star Wars villains who died off in a very, very stupid, lame, dumb way. The voice, the design, the 4 lightsabers, the spider crawl, he's become iconic, and I'm so happy Clone Wars expanded his role. He's honestly one of my favorite characters in all of the Star Wars saga. He is just, so cool. Pro number 4. The way this ties into A New Hope is honestly really nice. I know there's a few continuity errors here and there, but you can definitely see all the seeds being sown that would all come to fruition in A New Hope. It also has a lot of dramatic moments that just really add weight to things in the original trilogy. The entire confrontation on Mustafar adds a lot of emotional weight to Obi-Wan and Vader's fight in A New Hope, and overall, it just is a very nice sort of tonal shift from the cheesiness of the second one, which still is definitely in this one, to a little more of the cheese but with heart to it that is in episode 4. I'm not sure how to describe it exactly. I am not an expert on Star Wars at all, but it definitely feels like the nice bridge between the prequels and the, actual saga that we grew up with, or the actual trilogy we grew up with. It's really nice. I very much appreciate the work they put into getting that just right. Pro number 5. This is probably our last one. Great supporting cast. Windu, Yoda, Palpatine, all these characters are memorable and badass. Basically, every character in this movie has become a meme at this point, more so than Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones, and that's because they finally found the right balance of making this enjoyable and with as little cringe as possible. Speaking of cringe, let's move on to the cons.
So love has blinded you?
Where to begin? Okay, I'm sure Hayden Christensen is a nice guy and he's a good actor in Jumper, but what the actual hell is wrong with this performance here? It's so whiny and emo, and it's not a phase did, Sandmom, that he's so unbearable to watch. Thank God Clone Wars fixed this. I couldn't have done 7 seasons of this whiny little brat. He has gotten better since episode 2, but that mostly just because he has less to whine about. I'm almost positive it's the directing at fault here, because Natalie Portman is acting really off in most of this too, and she's an amazing actress normally. Also, a lot of people defend this, saying Luke was the same way in A New Hope, and he was whiny and bratty, and yeah, but he's a farm boy. He doesn't... Okay, how do I put this? He sits at home all day, playing with his little spaceships, going to Tashi Station for power converters, and helping around the farm. Anakin is a general in an intergalactic war. He should not be looking like he shops at Hot Topic regularly at this point. I'm sorry, but just what the heck. And I love Hot Topic. Just, ugh. The dialogue didn't help at all with this either. There are so many cringy lines that just couldn't be saved by anyone's performance. But on the other hand, these lines stick with us. It's why there's videos of people quoting the entire Mustafar speech from Heart along with the movie. Oh, and this might just be me, but I really don't like Palpatine's weird look he has in this movie. Like, it looks almost nothing like his appearance in Return of the Jedi, and I know 20 plus years pass between now and then, but it just looks weird. I'm not a fan of it. It just makes his face look all puffy and weird. It's like if they put one of those skin smoothing filters over his episode 6 look, and it doesn't help any that they use this exact same makeup for the special editions of episode 5, because that means he went from looking, a little more smooth over and everything to this in, like, I don't know, a couple years at most, a few months. I forget how long is between episode 5 and 6, but what the heck. Well, I could keep going on the cons, but honestly, this movie is the prequel with the least amount of Jar Jar Binks in it, so I'm grateful, and I'll just stop here. My verdict: this movie at its core is flawed and melodramatic from a screenplay standpoint, and as far as directing the emotions of the actors, it's pretty bad too. But from an overall story to the amazing effects and the treasure trove of memes it brought us, I'm really glad this exists, and it still holds a special place in my heart. Definitely one of those fun movies to put on when you can't be too distracted but need something fun on the background, as well as just a fun movie to watch with friends. But what do I know? I'm just some guy from YouTube. Well, anyway, thank you so much to you guys for listening to my opinion on a movie that came out when I could barely walk, basically. Or, I mean, I could walk, but I'm still pretty little. I'm still kind of a brat. Not like Anakin brat, but, well, that's a low bar. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you to Film Forum for, hosting this awesome collab. It was really great being part of this. I super appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.